Hello, beautiful, and welcome to the Prosperous World. So today I want to talk about missed connections, about our messaging, the part of our business that actually creates the money, the impact, the profits, and brings in the clients that we choose to work with. Not just any client, but the dream high-ticket coaching client that you can totally be yourself with. You don't have to dress like somebody else, speak like somebody else, be like somebody else, but the person that you want to work with where you can 100% just be yourself. That person who wants the thing that you have and is willing and excited to actually invest the money, the energy, the time to do the work and co-create with you. So in the last High Ticket Profit Explosion workshop, one of the things we were talking about was, where is the point that we miss making that connection with our dream clients? Like, why is our message not landing? It's kind of like being at a traffic light, driving down the street, and the hot guy comes next to you driving, you make eye contact and you think, oh, he's cool. And then the light changes and you go your separate ways. And then later at night, you see him in a restaurant or in a bar. And you really want to talk to him. He really wants to talk to you. You want to connect. You walk towards each other. Somebody steps in front of you, spills a drink on your shirt, and you're like, oh, crap. And then his phone rings and he looks up and he has to go, and he looks at you, you look at him and he's like, you say, and then he leaves. Misconnection, right? It's the same thing with our clients. Where are we missing the connection? Almost everyone that I've worked with, almost everyone that comes to work in Supernatural or High Ticket Profit Explosion workshops or the VIP day is an expert in the thing they do. They have the training, they have the experience, they have certifications. They've done this work for at least 6 days, right? They have experience, some of them 10 years, some of them have corporate experience where they were experts in whatever it is they were doing then. So they've been around the block. They're not like 10 years old or born yesterday. And when they come in, people say to them, all you have to do is position yourself as an expert. And they think, okay, I am going to go out there and I'm going to share my content. I am going to give trainings and give information to people and add value and do Facebook Lives and do all of the things. And that's all good. On all the platforms, not so good. So they do that and they wonder, where are the clients? I'm showing up, I'm adding value. And then the sales are inconsistent. So the income is inconsistent. Profit, what profits? It's like, well, people are not even coming in and I'm talking to them. I'm out there in the marketplace screaming out loud, but nobody can hear me, right? And then you start to say, okay, I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years, 6 years. Even though I'm making 6 figures, my income is inconsistent. It's unreliable. I can't say for sure that in Q2, I'm going to bring in $75,000 or $100,000 or $1 million, whatever it is that you add in for yourself, whatever it is that you're hoping to create in the next quarter, the next year, the next 5 years. And then when the clients do come in, you're not even sure how they got to you. Did they come in through the blog? Did they come in through the funnel? Did they come into the lead magnet? You don't even know how they came in. That one client that came in, you're like, oh gosh, I just feel so lucky and blessed that I got a client, because you have no system to identify, oh, this is how she came in. So how can I monetize that system, amplify that system to make it work better so my message gets out faster and more efficiently? And then the last thing is, this is what we've been talking about in the workshops a lot, is women feeling like people who have less experience than them are making way more money than them. So it's kind of like, I'm making $25,000 a month and people are out there making $1 million months. Like, what's that about? How is that possible? It's because their message is landing. It's because when they get to the traffic light and the lights connect, they exchange phone numbers and they both want to call each other. It's because when they get to the restaurant, they actually connect and exchange information with each other. Okay? They hear each other. Your clients are not hearing you if those things are happening to you in your business, if there's that inconsistency. So how can you let the message land? It's to be less inclusive and more exclusive. So you speak directly to the people that you're here to serve, not everyone. Not try to cover your bases. That's the worst thing I see happening, is women trying to cover their bases in case this person doesn't want it, that person will want it. Speak only to the person who deserves to work with you, the one that you're going to be yourself with, The faster, I've said this before, the faster that you can make everybody else go away, the easier it is for those 5 people who want to work with you to see you, hear you, know you, like you, trust you, whatever it is they need to do to get with you and connect with you, okay? Because right now, the message is going to just the air. Everybody's hearing it, but it's not landing for anyone. One, because it's probably a lot of information. So how can you share your message to shift the perspective of someone, to shift their paradigm so that they can't unsee what they've seen and they can't unhear the thing they've heard, and it's going to trigger them, change them, shift them, catapult them, want to make them want to punch somebody? Your message needs to make somebody want to punch somebody, slap themselves, spin around, jump up and down, whatever. It needs to shift the paradigm so they see things in a different way and say, oh, that's what it was. Whether it's a health issue or love issue, relationship issue, money mindset issue, doesn't matter what it is. It needs to shift the paradigm. But what we do is create information. So we go on all the platforms and then we think we are smart because we're putting the same information in 100 different places. It's still just information. So whether you book it as a Facebook Live, whether you wrap it up in a blanket and make it a YouTube video, put it on LinkedIn, put it in a blog post, send it to your email, it's still information. It doesn't matter what you do with poop. Poop is poop. You just flush it down the toilet. It doesn't matter if you put sparkle on it, wrap it in a bowl before you flush it down the toilet. It's poop. That's what it is. So that's what we're doing, all putting poop out there. So how can you make your information glitter? How can you make it gold, platinum, diamond? How can you make it what people want? Is to make it transformational. Is to tie it to the thing that you do. So that there's a connection between what you're saying and the outcome you co-create with your clients, okay? So let me know how this lands for you. How can you make that connection between what you do and what you're saying out there so you dial it in and speak only to the people that want the thing that you do? Your message should only reflect the thing that you do. I know you do a million things, but the outcome, the highest, greatest outcome your client wants is what the message is tied to. And if you want support around this, then join me in the High Ticket Profit Explosion HeartBeat Connection Experience. It's 2 hours where we dive into your messaging so that we dial that in and then look at your positioning, your packaging, and your pricing to make sure that you're positioned to speak to the person that you want to speak to so you can start making profits in your business and come away from inconsistent months, even if you're a 6-figure or 7-figure or 8-figure coach, and actually start creating real freedom in your life. So the link is below for the High Ticket Profit Explosion HeartBeat Connection Experience. It's been good having you.